What's up, guys? I just wanted to do a update on this thing. I've made quite a bit of progress since the last video. So, well, first, long story short, I've got it cranking. It's got fuel. The ECU is commanding the fuel pump on, but I do not have spark. But I did get a lot of stuff done on it. You can see I mounted the igniter, just mounted it right there, and I did a little bit of, trying to do some electrical diagnosis. I'm not very good at electrical diagnosis, unfortunately, but I've got power going to the igniter, and I've got fuel, so I know my cam angle sensor is working because my injectors are firing. So I checked all the fuses and stuff. Like I said, the ECU, it's commanding the fuel pump on. So I looked up how to test that igniter, and there's not a real good way to test it with what I have. I don't have a power supply. I actually don't have a voltmeter. I just have a test light. So I don't know. I found one online, really cheap. It was like 30 bucks. So I ordered a new one. So maybe that's my problem. I don't know. But either way, it was cheap. So I ordered a new igniter for it. Maybe it will run after that. We'll see. But anyway, let me show you some other things that I got done on it. I got my fuel filter mounted. So I've just got it bolted up right there. I've got this nice, I got this nice fuel hose. It's all bolted in. There was, wasn't really a good place to put it, so I bolted it right there, and I think it looks kind of cool. I've also got my map sensor mounted. I got it mounted right there. I've got my fuel lines are on. You'll notice here, which I was actually going to put that in place for the video, but this is where my coolant sensor is going to go. So this normally goes in the back of the engine, but I'm running the rear-wheel drive stuff, and so I welded up. Well, I had the ports welded up on the back of the head, so I had to extend these wires. I also had to extend the wire for the gauge. So, I've got a nice spade connector on there. I've got it's hard to see, no light, but I've got some nice loom and heat shrink on there so that it matches. It looks just like the regular tweaked harness with the nice braided, whatever it's called, and heat shrink. So did the same thing with that. But anyway, what else did I do to this thing? I've got my my oil pressure sensor installed, hooked up. I've got a, you probably can't see it, but I've got my O2 sensor hooked up in there. Got an O2 sensor for it. I've got the, most of the vacuum hooked up. I do have a, let me see. I've got this nice, somewhere in here in my pile of junk. You see, I'm really prepared for this video. I've got this cool, catch can for it, so I was gonna put that somewhere. I don't really know where to put it yet. Maybe like right here. I don't know. We'll see. Gotta, save something for next time, right? So, got an oil catch can for it. Gotta install that. Oh yeah, so the reason why this sensor is here just not hooked to anything is because I got one of those inline mounts for a sensor, and I've already got it, and I test fit it and everything, and it fits perfect, but it's the wrong threads. So I drilled it out bigger. This is M12 by 1.5. I didn't have an M12 by 1.5 tap. That doesn't come in most tap and die sets. I had a M12 by 1.25 and an M12 by M12 by 0.75, but I didn't have an M12 by 0.5 or 1.5. Sorry guys, I'm getting all tongue twisted. I think you know what I mean. I need an M12 by 1.25. My kit didn't have it, so I ordered one on Amazon. So I'm going to, get that tomorrow, and I'll tap that hole in that whatever it's called, and then that will be installed. Then I can put some coolant in this thing. Well, I'll probably put water in it first, just in case I got some leaks. Another thing that I did is I got my horns wired up. So you can see I got these nice zip ties that have the little stays in there, which I highly recommend getting those for any sort of custom wiring. And I just wired it into where the horn used to go. But these zip ties, you can buy them online, and then you can push them into a hole, and it just makes it look a lot cleaner. I've used these zip ties a lot on this car. I really like them. It gives it that factory look. But these are the freeway blasters. They're super loud horns. That's pretty much it, guys. I'm sure there's some things I'm forgetting. I've been doing a lot of work on it. Like, I got the brake booster vacuum line on there. So, the wiring harness is done. I just got to mount that coolant temperature sensor. The fuel lines are done. It cranks. It has fuel. It's really close. It is really, really close, guys. I'm really hoping that once I put the new igniter on there, that will give this thing some spark. We'll see though. Fingers crossed, guys, because I'm kind of just throwing a part at it. Because like I said, I don't have a voltmeter or a power supply, so I did not test this igniter, but it's getting power to it. It's getting 5 volts to it as well, and so from what I understand, it switches to ground. So I would need to have like an ohm meter, and I don't really know if I'd need a 5-volt power supply. I could probably just have someone crank it and test it, but I don't know. Either way, I didn't do a very good test on it, so if it didn't work, I have a new one anyway. Big deal. It was like $30. I'm kind of rambling a lot. Don't know what else to show you. I did clean it a little bit. Wiped it down, so it's a little cleaner. Also, did a little ricer mod, so I'll show you that. Got license plate bracket thing, initial D style. Anywho, if you look in here, you can see another place where I used those zip ties, those fancy zip ties that have a little push pin thing. So, it makes it look nice and clean, like it's factory. I was thinking about getting some of those D-spec tail lights, those like clear and red tail lights. I'd really like to get some red line tail lights, but man, I've got so much money into this thing. I need to be more frugal, and I also need to buy new wheels. I've been looking at the Work 01 wheels, Work Equip 01 wheels. I found a nice set of 15 by 8.5s. They're like $2,400. And then I gotta buy tires, so I don't know. It might be a while before I get some wheels. But yeah, guys. Made a lot of progress. It's getting super close. Man, it felt really good the other day cranking it over. You know, just turning the key and the engine cranking made me feel really, really good. Because this thing's been down for like 12 years. Obviously, I've done a ton of work to it, you know, ground up restoration, you know, but it's been down for too long, way too long, and I need to get this thing back on the road. So that's it, guys. Hope you liked this update. Crossing my fingers, guys. Hopefully next time you see this, it will be running. So we will see. I really, really hope so. That's it, guys. Thanks.